You need to leave.
Oh, damn. Oh, God damn.
In a shocking and violent incident in Stafford, a woman was attacked in broad daylight by her estranged husband, Jeremy Bangero, in front of her teenage children.
For him to do that, and especially with kids in the back seat, man, oh my God.
The terrifying moment was captured on a doorbell camera, showing Bangero approaching the vehicle and opening fire on his wife while their children were inside. The incident happened around 12:05 p.m. on Monday at the park at Tivoli Apartments on Sugar Ridge.
Monday around 12:05, there was rapid fire that we heard, pow, pow, pow.
Neighbors described hearing rapid firing and witnessing the woman's son running to a nearby door for help. Despite being struck twice, the woman survived, but both she and her children are traumatized and terrified. Bangero fled the scene and remains on the run. Police have issued an arrest warrant and are urging the public not to approach him, describing him as dangerous to both civilians and law enforcement. He was last seen driving a red Chevy Silverado truck on West Airport Boulevard.
Obviously, Jeremy is a danger to the society, and he poses a danger to officers that are looking for him as well. I urge you not to approach him. Anyone with information is urged to contact Crime Stopper.
Authorities are offering a $5,000 reward for information that leads to his capture.
Oh my God, I hope they do catch him. I really hope they do.
This act of violence is the latest in a disturbing pattern of abuse. Court records reveal that Bangero has been charged with assaulting his wife repeatedly since 2022 in both Fort Bend and Harris counties. He was most recently released from jail at the end of January after serving 80 days for family violence, with 50 of those days credited as time served.
I was on a welfare check here on Saturday morning.
There appears to be a history here that's escalated to this sense of violence.
Though the couple had no children together and were no longer living under the same roof, neighbors recall frequent fights and noted that police had visited the residence just 2 days before the incident for a welfare check.
And our hope is to get justice for them.
Authorities warn that anyone helping Bangero evade arrest could also face legal consequences, and they continue to emphasize the urgency of bringing him into custody before the situation escalates further. In Scarborough, a family fell victim to a brazen car theft that was all caught on camera, not once, but twice in a matter of weeks. The latest incident happened early Sunday morning when two men showed up around 6 a.m. and stole a 2021 Jeep Grand Cherokee parked in the driveway.
Disbelief, to be honest with you, because when you go back and you look at this footage of just how bold they are, it makes you angry.
Despite the home being equipped with 2 security cameras, the thieves were undeterred. They managed to cut the car's horn and reprogram it on the spot, likely using a device designed to bypass keyless entry systems. The car was essentially jump-started and driven away in broad daylight.
Had something with them that they can obviously program this car without a key, jump-started the car, and it's crazy because it happened in broad daylight.
This wasn't the first time the home had been targeted. An earlier attempt to steal the same vehicle had been made back in May, but it was unsuccessful, also recorded on camera. The car owner, Andrew Ricketts, expressed disbelief at the boldness of the thieves and emphasized the importance of video surveillance, even though in this case, it didn't stop the crime from happening. What makes this story unusual is how it ended.
I'm recommending everyone get some type of video surveillance on their house, whatever you got to do to protect yourself.
Just a day after the SUV was stolen, Ricketts happened to come across a tweet from the Ontario Provincial Police Highway Safety Division. They had intercepted a transport truck near Highway 427 and Rexdale Boulevard after being tipped off about a possible stolen vehicle in a shipping container. Inside, officers found 2 stolen vehicles, a black Range Rover and a Jeep Grand Cherokee, Ricketts' parents' SUV.
You see a tweet from the OPP Highway Safety Division, and it said that they located 2 vehicles, 2 trucks.
The fast recovery was sheer luck, and Ricketts said he was incredibly grateful, but also wanted the story to be told so others could stay alert.
And lo and behold, one of them was my parents'
He highlighted how even with security measures in place, these kinds of thefts are still happening regularly, and urged people to take every possible precaution to protect their vehicles. In Studio City, a high-end boutique called Magpie, known for featuring the work of local artists and craftspeople, was the target of a bold burglary just days before Christmas. The incident occurred around 2 a.m. when two suspects, a man and a woman, forced their way into the store on Ventura Boulevard.
It's the holidays, and no one wants to feel like violated, so that's been very hard.
They first attempted to break through the front door, but eventually smashed a side window to gain entry. What followed was a swift and calculated smash and grab operation.
They came in and so quickly, it was like smash and grab, just grab, and you know, we've been in this community at this store for the last 10 years.
Surveillance footage shows the male suspect immediately targeting the jewelry cases, pulling out as much as he could from one display before turning his attention to another. He ultimately took an entire case full of jewelry and ran out with it. Meanwhile, the female suspect, who was seen running out of the office empty-handed after what appeared to be a search for cash, filled a trash bag with various items, including clothes, shoes, handmade blankets, and even a pillow. The entire theft took only moments, but left a deep impact on the store owners, who've been part of the community for over a decade.
Really want these people to be caught and held accountable. So that would be our number one, is that people are held accountable for the actions that they take.
The store is now relying on the surveillance video in hopes it leads to the identification and arrest of the suspects. In Ohio, a 6-year-old girl named Kennedy Nash showed remarkable courage and quick thinking when a man attempted to abduct her just steps from her home. The terrifying moment was caught on her family's surveillance camera, showing Kennedy being suddenly grabbed by a stranger as she stood near the front door.
This guy walked by and he touched me and he pulled me.
In a split second, she screamed loudly and pulled away, just as her parents had taught her, forcing the man to let go and flee.
He wouldn't have let go of her if she wouldn't have pulled and screamed like she did.
The entire ordeal lasted less than 10 seconds, but Kennedy's reaction made all the difference. Her father, Ricky, rushed outside, jumped into his car, and began following the suspect while calling 911.
Chased him like he still had my kid. I definitely didn't want him to be able to go snatch another kid.
So proud of her, because as soon as she screamed, he let go. So obviously, you know, it does work.
He said he acted as though the man still had his daughter, determined to stop him from harming another child. Police later arrested 33-year-old Derek McPherson, who is now in jail facing charges of abduction and inappropriate contact. In Winnipeg, a terrifying armed robbery at a McPhillip Street pawn shop has put a spotlight on the growing dangers faced by frontline retail workers. Caught on security cameras, the violent incident unfolded on Remembrance Day and lasted about 2.5 minutes.
Shotguns and machetes at a retail theft, that's another level.
2 suspects stormed into the store, one wielding a machete, the other pointing a weapon directly at employees. The footage, which the owner has decided to share publicly, shows how quickly the situation escalated as the suspects jumped over the counter, threatened staff, and looted both the front and back areas of the shop.
He pointed a shotgun and a machete at my 2 employees and says, "Don't move or we're going to..."
The pawn shop's owner, Richard Doring, has worked in the industry for 25 years and said he's never seen anything so extreme. One of his employees has taken stress leave, visibly traumatized by the ordeal, and may not return to work.
One guy's on stress leave, obviously, and so I don't know if he'll ever come back to work because he's really traumatized by it.
As of now, no arrests have been made in connection with the robbery.
Got the giant tires, the 7-Elevens, and those are just retail thefts as a run and grab, and now we're into and machetes, dealing with people's lives, not just merchandise now. So that, if they ever do get caught, they have to put a precedence to these guys and say, hey, you used to, you're going away for 10 years, not just 1 year.
The Winnipeg Police Service confirmed there are no updates on charges or suspects at this time. In West Covina, California, a police officer happened to walk into a convenience store at exactly the right moment, just as an armed robbery was in progress. The suspect, a 48-year-old man, had entered the store and asked for cigarettes before revealing a firearm and demanding that the cashier open the register. Surveillance footage captured the tense moment as the employee filled a bag with cash, just as the suspect was taking the money, about $400, and the officer walked in by chance. The quick-thinking employee discreetly signaled to the officer, alerting him to the situation. Realizing he'd been exposed, the suspect immediately fled the store. The officer gave chase and quickly apprehended him. He is now facing multiple charges, including robbery, being a felon in possession of a firearm, and carrying a concealed weapon. Imagine seeing a woman like this shouting outside your house.
God! Oh, this mother... I swear to God! Oh my God, oh my...
What do you think is going on? Maybe she's on something. In Austin, Texas, this guy showed up with a machete, aggressively knocking on doors.
Can I help you? Can I help you? What are you doing? You need to leave.
If someone like that is at your door, that's not the time to talk. It's the time to call the cops. This guy showed up at a house asking for help.
Excuse me. I've been stuck. My tire came off my truck. My tire came off my truck, ma'am, and it's on the rim, and it almost caught fire. I was trying to see if you had an extra Chevy Silverado tire. Yes, ma'am.
No, let me look. Let me look. I got a tire.
Please, my truck won't catch fire.
Let me look.
Yes, ma'am. I'll pay you for it if I can go to the bank. I just need to put it on my truck.
I got a tire here, but it's not the truck tire. Let me look for it.
Like a spare rim, like the Chevy Silverado with the spare rim.
Zay, here, do me a favor. Go in this back room. You remember that tire I had that went to Bowen's car? See, it's back there. The light already on.
What would you do in this situation? Lend a hand or just turn him away? This guy showed up at a random house in the freezing cold.
Oh, damn. Oh, God damn. Oh, no. Oh, you say so. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, man. Oh, shit, damn.
Can I help you?
Yeah.
Who are you?
Yeah.
Can I help you?
Yeah.
What do you need, sir?
I need a freezing. I'm cold. Yeah, please. Yeah.
Are you having a medical emergency, sir?
No.
He looks homeless. I hope he gets the help he needs. Watch the next video to see how a normal situation can quickly turn dangerous. It's a quiet Monday afternoon in a neighborhood on North 17th Street. A 46-year-old man from Milwaukee walks up to a house and rings the doorbell. He stands there, waiting for someone to answer. After a few minutes of silence, no one comes to the door. Frustrated, he rings the doorbell again. When there's still no response, he turns to leave. But just as he's about to walk away, he does something unsettling. The woman was terrified when a bullet shattered the glass near where she was ironing. Panic set in, and she quickly took cover. Her first thought was her 14-year-old daughter and 2 sons. After making sure her kids were safe, she checked the camera footage. What she saw gave her chills. She immediately called the police, telling them she had no idea who the man was or why he targeted their home. Thankfully, the man was arrested later that day, but one unsettling question remained. What would have happened if she had opened the door? This guy tried to steal from a mailbox, but the homeowner caught him red-handed.
Looking for?
Sorry, does Miss Fletcher live here?
Sorry?
He came up with a lame excuse, but that didn't work.
Fletcher? Bonnie?
Does who live
Fletcher?
there?
Bonnie? Bonnie?
Ain't no Bonnie here. Why you looking? What you looking for?
Close the door. Close the door now.
Alright, bro. I'll be right outside, though.
Alright.
Alright, we'll be right there.
Stay alert for people like this and keep your mailbox locked. In Tampa, Florida, this guy showed up with a weapon and started damaging the property.
How can I help you? Excuse me. Hey! Hey! Hey!
The homeowner tried to get him to stop, but he wouldn't listen.
Hey, what are you doing there? I'm calling 911 right now. Get out of there. Get out of there.
In the end, she called the police, and he got arrested. This guy picked the wrong house to rob and instantly regretted it.
Hey! Get your here! I'm calling the cops right now! You mother! Get back!
Did you drop it? What is?
I don't know why, but there's something satisfying about seeing a thief get caught in the act. This guy showed up at a house asking for shelter.
I went to the hospital, it's closed. I went to the other hospital and it's closed. I went to 2 shelters and 2 hospitals and they're both closed. I stopped at 3 places. I've asked. I'm cold. Like para esta, no trae celular. No sé si puedes entrar. Más para unos horitas. Yo vengo a las 5:30.
I don't know what made him think he'd get it. Who just lets a random guy in? In West Hollywood, California, this guy tried to break into a house in broad daylight, but luckily he couldn't get in. The police got several calls from the neighborhood about him trying to break into different homes, and in the end, he got arrested. So this guy showed up at someone's house and first tried to get inside, but then he decided to grab the packages on the porch.
We can't answer the door right now, but if you'd like to leave a message, you can do it now.
Leave me in. Leave me in. Don't lock me out. Unlock me in. I need a shower. I need water. You're supposed to love me now. It's your turn. Take me. I said, if you want this,
It's pretty strange to ask for a shower at a random house. I guess he is under the influence. You might be wondering what happened to those packages. Sadly, they were never found. This person showed up at someone's house acting weird. I don't know why, but something about her just seems off. This lady keeps showing up at an old grandma's house, knocking on the door every day and then leaving. Bothering an elderly woman like this isn't cool. That's not exactly grown-up behavior. In Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, this guy showed up at a house and rang the doorbell asking for a lighter.
Hey, sir. Sorry, I'm on my walk through town to get back to my grandma's house. Do you have a lighter? A lighter? Yeah. No. Oh, okay.
He really should think before doing stuff like this. Who knocks on a random door at that hour expecting a lighter? In Upland, California, this guy showed up on someone's property after midnight. Feeling uneasy, the homeowner called the cops. Luckily, they showed up quickly and took him into custody. This guy snuck into a building and stole a bike. The owner reported it to the police, but there's no update yet on whether he's been caught. This guy broke into a building and stole packages without realizing he was being recorded. The tenants reported it to the police, and he ended up getting arrested. A man showed up at Kristen's house in Phoenix, Arizona during the day. He wandered around the property for a while, not realizing he was being watched. Eventually, Kristen decided to talk to him.
Who's there?
Hey,
Yes?
hello. My father in the sky say hello to you. Jesucristo. Jehová
¿Ocupado?
Dios. Jehová Dios te manda saludos, el que te dio la vida, el creador del cielo y la tierra.
Ok, muchas
Pórtate bien.
gracias.
Al rato él se comunica contigo.
Thankfully, he left without causing any problems. Look at this guy stealing packages right from someone's doorstep. No wonder 1.7 million packages get stolen every day with people like this out there. Look at this guy taking packages straight from someone's porch. Package theft is happening more and more every day, and these thieves should definitely be held accountable. This guy walks up to someone's house and steals packages in broad daylight. He's not even rushing, just casually strolling away, like it's his own delivery. No wonder package theft is up 20%. At 2:09 a.m., this drunk woman jumped over someone's fence and broke their light, probably injuring herself in the process. I can't help but wonder what she's been drinking to make her pull off stunts like that. In St. Albans, New York, this lady is walking around with a cart stealing packages. Porch theft has gotten so frequent that some thieves are treating it like grocery shopping. TikTok user King Lavender shared a piece of home surveillance footage that may leave you feeling uneasy. In the video, he explains that he was staying in a hotel, waiting for the power to be restored after the devastating Hurricane Milton caused an outage. When the power finally came back on, King Lavender reviewed the footage from his home, and what he captured overnight was quite interesting. Take a look for yourself. Did you see it? There's a weird, human-shaped figure crouching behind the front desk. You might wonder if Hurricane Milton's strong winds somehow brought this strange entity in, or if there's a simple explanation. King Lavender says he doesn't know what it could be, just that it's really creepy. Is this a fake video, or is something truly strange happening? If you have ideas about what this might be, share them in the comments. In this video, a group of paranormal investigators explored an abandoned building and recorded something they still can't explain. Pay close attention.
Every time I go to chase it, it runs. I don't think it's a good idea I chase it anymore. You might think I'm playing with him. Every time I see him, but I'm not going to act like I see him. I see him right there ducking. Oh, what the hell is wrong with his head? Why does he look like that? Oh, I'm gonna try to zoom. Oh my God, why does he look like that?
As they move through the building, a figure that looks like a child suddenly appears. Later, the investigators insist they searched the entire place and found no sign of any children. Was it a real ghost or just a setup? That's for you to decide. Michael ended up moving out of his house after discovering it was haunted. The worst part is that he had just moved in. Soon after settling in, he started hearing strange noises. Most doctors told him it was something about the house, not his hearing. One doctor flat out said it was paranormal activity, and he was right. Michael decided to record what was happening, so he went down to the basement where the noises were coming from. What he captured was shocking. Spray bottles fell to the floor by themselves, and the door kept swinging back and forth slowly, as if it had always been moving. How creepy.
I was saying earlier, most of the stuff does happen down here. And I mean, you can't really, there it is. That's freaky stuff right there, man. Yep, that's what you call it. Freaks me out, man. It's giving me goosebumps. Boy, here we go with the door again. Yeah, I don't like that. Ooh, that's creepy. So that door always swings wide open and it stays open. It doesn't ever close. Stay like that. Oh, there you go. Let go of it. Holy crap, that's freaky.
Michael moved out after this incident, and the video is from 2017, so it's quite old now. It's unsettling to think about this house. Not abandoned, but deliberately left behind by its owner who knew it was haunted. One night in Russia, a couple was driving down a foggy road when their dash camera caught something strange. The thick fog made it hard to see, and this stretch of road already had a bad reputation for being dangerous. Over the years, many accidents have happened here, and several people have been hit by cars. Locals believe the road is haunted, with countless reports of shadowy figures appearing in the middle of the road, only to disappear when drivers look in their rearview mirrors. The couple knew they were on the infamous road, but they had no idea they were about to have the scare of their lives. As they continue down the two-lane road, a human-like figure suddenly appears in the middle of the street. The couple quickly swerves to the left, narrowly avoiding an accident. Because of the camera's quality and their speed, it's hard to see any clear details. But one thing is certain, the figure looks strange and completely out of place. So, is this road really haunted, or is there a logical explanation? This eerie video in the compilation comes from Matty Magarak, who claims his home in Monroe Township, New Jersey, is seriously haunted. For over 4 years, he has shared countless stories of strange and unexplained events happening inside. Then, one night, while home alone with his dogs, Matty experiences yet another chilling disturbance.
What's going on?
With his parents away on vacation, leaving him alone in the house, something happens that sends chills down his spine.
that? What the f was that?
These are just a few of the many videos Maddie has posted over the past 4 years. Could his Monroe Township home really be haunted by a restless spirit, or is it all just an elaborate trick to scare viewers? That's for you to decide. Madison has been dealing with terrifying activity in the home she shares with her family. She recently gave birth, and while the strange events started before the baby arrived, they have only gotten worse since. The family has repeatedly seen eerie shadow figures moving around the house, often accompanied by the unsettling sound of footsteps rushing toward them. Despite looking into the home's history, they found nothing out of the ordinary. One evening, after putting her baby to bed, Madison heard strange noises coming from the kitchen. Unsure of what she might find, but determined to capture the moment, she grabbed her phone and started recording.
It's late and I'm hearing voices in the kitchen. It's just me in here. Sounds like something's banging over by the
At the start of the video, Madison cautiously makes her way toward the kitchen. Suddenly, the sound of a chair scraping across the floor echoes through the room. She notes that no one else is home, making the noise even more unsettling. Moments later, a strange, disembodied moan fills the air, followed by the unmistakable sound of heavy footsteps rushing straight toward her. As soon as the strange footsteps are heard, the video abruptly cuts off. Many viewers believe Madison captured real paranormal activity, while skeptics argue it was just a prank. What do you think? Was this a genuine haunting or just a well-executed scare? A man and his son recently went to the store and caught something strange on camera. Ever since his son was born, their family has been dealing with unusual activity, something that never happened before. Before the baby arrived, everything was normal, but now, friends and relatives find it odd that the eerie events only started after his birth. This has made them wonder if whatever is causing it is attached to the child instead of the house. One of the creepiest things they've experienced is hearing a child giggling in empty rooms. But on one particular day, while shopping for a new TV, the father witnessed something that left him speechless.
Oh my god, it happened again.
Well, that's a cool TV, huh?
In the TV reflection. Rowan's like, hell no, I'm out. Throwing his arm up. Man, I'd be doing that too. But you guys were wondering if it happened elsewhere and not just the mirror? Well, I guess it does.
At the start of the video, the father and his child are inside an electronics store. In the reflection of a TV screen, his child is clearly visible, but standing right next to him is another childlike figure. The strange part is that only one child is physically in front of the screen, making the second reflection extremely eerie. After a few moments, the mysterious figure completely disappears. While many in the comments believe the father captured the spirit that's been following his family, skeptics argue that CGI was used to fake the footage. One night, a group of friends was hanging out when something terrifying happened. One of them had a few drinks and was acting goofy, so another friend started recording her. The friend who lived in the house had noticed strange things before, hearing voices and seeing objects move, but never thought much of it. Some of her friends were too scared to stay over after hearing about her creepy experiences. That night, they were laughing, dancing, and having a good time when one of them suddenly spotted something out of the corner of her eye. The fun atmosphere quickly turned into fear.
You're fucked. What? 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 What are you doing? Did you not hear that? No. Are you sure? I didn't hear that.
At the start of the video, her friend is dancing and laughing in the middle of the room. The two are having a great time until something suddenly spooks her. It might be easy to miss at first, but the mirror on her closet door begins moving on its own. She hears the sound and instantly gets scared, not knowing what was causing the noise behind her. The next day, she recorded another video to show that her friend's jumping didn't cause the mirror to move. Whether paranormal or not, the footage is undeniably creepy. two young guys, Davey and John, were exploring an abandoned mansion in South Carolina at night. They're apparently quite young, not yet adults. When they entered the mansion, they got startled by a hawk that suddenly appeared, which made them look for another way to explore. They went upstairs and found something truly disturbing. A man sitting completely still in a corner of one of the rooms, meditating in an eerie way. This creepy encounter scared them so badly that they immediately ran away from the mansion.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Look at this whole couch. The buzzard?
Whoa.
Is that a buzzard?
Yeah.
Wait, how are we gonna let him out? So we have found the back part of the house, gonna try to avoid the buzzard. Oh yeah.
You go. I see this door opens right here. Steps are right there.
Yeah, you're right. Alright, we're coming from that room. Going over here. Oh, this looks kind of like a. No, there's a bunch of stuff on the ground. Oh, go! Go! Oh my god, go, run, the buzzard. Hey, he's not there, go. Hey, there's a guy. Hey, go, run.
Who was that?
Wait, I thought you said there was in here. Wait. The buzzard's still there. He's not gonna move. Holy. No. I'm sure some crazy crackhead or something. Start the car.
What was that person doing sitting motionless in the corner? Do you think it was actually a human or something else? An ambulance driver had to pull over and call for help after experiencing something frightening. While driving, he looked in the rearview mirror and saw a scary face staring back at him, even though he was alone in the vehicle. Panicked, he stopped the ambulance and called a colleague for assistance. The driver recorded the incident, claiming he saw a face in the mirror. His story might be true because in the footage, a shadow figure can be seen moving quickly past the back door of the ambulance.
So, I'm not sure how to talk about this, but well, first off, I've been an EMT just for a little bit, and like I ain't never experienced nothing like this. So as we driving back to base, I swear I seen a face in the rearview mirror. Like,
Tell me as soon as you can.
I need to turn this engine off though, cause like we're gonna be stranded out here.
Yeah, as soon as possible. Thank you.
I'm not trying to go back near this truck. I don't know if you see it, but can y'all see that back door? Like it just flew open. Like, can y'all? Oh. Nah, what the? What
was that?
Can y'all see it? Nah, hell no.
The ambulance driver also reported that the back door of the ambulance was swinging open. While this isn't visible in the footage, it's reasonable to believe his account. Someone wouldn't stop an ambulance without a serious reason. And the fact that he provided video evidence of the shadow figure adds credibility to his overall story. Instagram user Herman Exotics posted a video showing something mysterious. Check it out. What do you think? Could this be a real creature or just a clever prank? Share your thoughts in the comments. One night in Massachusetts, a woman got a motion alert on her phone from her backyard camera. She was used to these notifications since small animals often wandered onto her property. But when she checked this time, she saw something unexpected. Since she had just woken up, she wasn't sure if her eyes were playing tricks on her. The footage showed a familiar rabbit nearby, but what really caught her attention was a strange floating orb. She didn't know what it was, but she was sure it wasn't a bug, at least not one she had ever seen before. Curious for answers, she shared the video on Reddit to see if anyone could help figure it out. At the start of the video, a rabbit moves toward the center of the frame, while a bright orb drifts around in a strange, unpredictable way. What makes the footage even weirder is that the orb casts light onto the ground beneath it, making it seem like it's actually there, and not just a camera glitch. Eventually, the orb floats over the rabbit, causing it to turn and move the other way. Some viewers believe it's a mysterious UFO, while skeptics think it's just a laser pointer. A man bought a haunted doll just for fun, but ever since, he's been dealing with terrifying activity. He keeps the doll in his bedroom, and all the strange events seem to happen there. He often finds it in a different spot than where he left it, and has heard disembodied voices and giggling that wake him up at night. On this particular night, he felt a strong energy coming from the doll, but didn't know why. Eventually, he fell asleep, but loud noises soon jolted him awake. To his surprise, the sounds were coming from his bathroom. Grabbing his phone, he carefully made his way toward the noise.
I'm at my desk, and I just heard the water in the bathroom turn on by itself. This is the first time something's happened outside my room. So, let's take it. If you're in here, can you move the curtain again? Alright. Do you want me to leave?
At the start of the video, he says he hears water running from his bathroom sink, even though he never turned it on. This surprises him, since it's the first time anything strange has happened outside his bedroom. After shutting off the faucet, he hears a faint voice, but can't quite understand what it says. He then moves the camera toward the shower and catches the curtain moving on its own, but when he pulls it back to check, there's nothing there. Did he just capture real paranormal activity, or is there a logical explanation? Reddit user Ryman recently posted this eerie footage on a popular ghost subreddit. They said the security alarm at one of their properties went off 2 2 nights earlier. When they checked the recordings, they found this unsettling clip. Strangely, nothing was stolen from the home. At first, the footage seems normal, with nothing unusual going on. But soon, a shadowy figure appears, followed by the eerie sound of a door creaking open. Moments later, the homeowner's alarm suddenly goes off. If this happened in my home, I'd be completely on edge and probably lose sleep for days. Since the post is still fresh, Ryman hasn't shared any more details yet, but hopefully they'll get some answers soon. Is this real paranormal evidence, or is there a more logical explanation? What do you think? A family started noticing strange things happening after moving into their new house. They often hear voices when no one is there and see objects shifting from where they were left. Most of the weird activity happens in the kitchen, where they sometimes assume someone is just making food. But one afternoon, while the husband was home alone, he heard noises coming from the kitchen. He texted his wife to check if it was her, but she quickly replied that she was out running errands. Confused, he went to check. When he got there, he was shocked to see several cups moving on their own. Without thinking twice, he grabbed his phone and started recording.
I heard something in the kitchen again. Yeah. Cup ghost is out and about again. What is it with these freaking cups? What? Oh.
At the start of the video, 2 glass cups move together at the same pace. What makes it even stranger is that they don't slow down like you'd expect. Based on his reaction, it's obvious this isn't the first time he's seen something like this. Then, out of nowhere, a cabinet door swings open by itself, making him panic and run the other way. People in the comments had mixed reactions. Some were sure he caught real paranormal activity, while skeptics believed he used fishing line to fake it. The next video comes from TikTok. He spotted something that looked like a face in one of the church windows and asked his followers for their thoughts. Most agreed it looked eerie and could be something paranormal, while others dismissed it as just an illusion or a trick of the light. What do you think? This video, discovered on Reddit, shows what looks like an ordinary backyard. At first, everything seems normal, but that's far from the truth. A shadowy figure moves around the backyard, and the person who posted the video says they've never seen anything like it before. They're looking for answers. If you have any theories about what this could be, let them know in the comments. A few months ago, Tanya had to say goodbye to her beloved dog, an emotional loss that changed the entire atmosphere of her home. Her dog used to play on the bed while she watched TV, and the thought of never seeing her furry friend again filled her with sadness. One evening, as she was getting ready for bed, she caught something out of the corner of her eye. At first, she brushed it off and went about her night until something unexplainable happened on her bed. Without hesitation, she grabbed her phone and started recording.
Frenchie, what you doing? What you doing? You getting close? You know, come up here and lay down. Are you tired tonight? Are you tired? You gotta find the perfect spot. I understand. I miss you, baby. Go lay down, sweet baby.
From the way Tanya describes it, she firmly believes the movement was caused by the spirit of her late dog. It's certainly strange, watching something shift beneath the covers as if an unseen presence is there. Many viewers in the comments agree, convinced she captured her dog's spirit on camera. However, skeptics argue it was simply an air pocket caused by a nearby fan. What do you think? Was this a touching moment from beyond, or just a coincidence? A team of investigators entered an abandoned hospital known for being haunted. They brought their equipment and started their exploration. During their investigation, they captured several eerie sounds and unexplained activity. At one point, they attempted a ritual to provoke paranormal activity, but loud thuds suddenly echoed through the building, sending Tom into a panic. He nearly hurt his back trying to escape. Throughout the night, they heard strange noises, including footsteps that made it seem like something was following them. The most intense moment came when they peeked around a corner and saw a man suddenly emerge from another room. He looked angry and immediately started chasing them. 2 investigators made it to their car without trouble, while the other 2 barely escaped in time.
Someone's been kicking these doors in, man. Not good.
Stand still, see if we can hear that again. That other back. Is anyone here?
So we've just ended like a little ritual, so we're heading this way now. Let's see what we can get.
Hello? Anyone in here? Is anyone here? Can you make a noise for me, please?
Which way are we going?
Straight on through. I reckon. What was that?
What?
Can you do that again for us, please? Hello? Did you hear that? Did you not hear that? Can you do that again for us, please?
See, that's where the nurse was spotted walking from one side to the other.
What the was that though? Oh my god. No, that was a bang and a half. Oh, no. Can you do that again for me?
That was you.
That wasn't please. Off. Hello? Can you cough me? What the is that?
Nah. This is where the nurse was spotted down there.
I want a loud bang. Give us a fright if you can.
Calm down.
We asked for it. We asked for it.
Hey, just keep it flowing, man.
And do you know what? I'm not gonna. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, by the way. I'm leaving. You know this demonology course I've done?
Yeah. Go on, I'll hold the camera. Look at you, man.
Put on the floor.
Don't run. Give me your mouth. Don't run.
Is anyone here? Can you make a bang for us?
What the?
That's something getting thrown.
Man, this is fucking insane.
I swear something's been thrown. I swear I seen out the corner of my eye.
No, I'm going home.
We appreciate it.
Was that something in? Do you know that bang again?
You've said, man, this is insane. We've never had this.
Hey, ask her to do it again.
Something moving at the other end. That's a no. No, I don't like it. No, I'm not scared of you. Your legs are shaking. Oh yeah, well I am scared of you.
I think someone is here now, to be honest with you.
Come, let's go. What the? Let's go, guys.
Someone's here. Nah, someone's here.
Look at the skirt.
What? Someone's here. What? Why? What the? What the? Why this is what? Be careful. There's someone there.
Someone there.
She's like, see who it is. It might be. You might need help.
Hello? Hello? What?
Go!
Everyone, okay? Keep calm. Nice one, fella, yeah. Shit, he's still there. Mine's right there.
Hey, stop. Hold on.
Get off. Calm down. Wait to stay calm.
And he's there.
What do you want? I'll back the top. What do you... He's right there! He's right there!
The man seemed frustrated with their fear and didn't just scare them away. He kept chasing them until they were completely out, making sure they left. This eerie video comes from Holly, a woman who uses her online space to share recovery stories and offer support to those in need. Her content is usually uplifting and hopeful, except for one unsettling post that stands out from the rest. Late one night, while deep asleep, Holly is suddenly awakened by the unmistakable sound of footsteps echoing through her home. As a cold chill fills the air, she thinks about calling her boyfriend, but instead grabs her phone to investigate. What she captures is truly puzzling.
I woke up like 10 minutes ago and I could hear like somebody walking about my house and nobody's here. I need to get up and check. Paddy will get up and check. And like the wind's blowing outside. Oh you can. Hello? Who's there? Hello? Oh my god, oh no, God, yeah.
Soft, unfamiliar noises seem to come from every direction. Yet as Holly cautiously checks each room, she finds no sign of anyone there. Feeling uneasy but without any clear answers, she returns to bed, only for the same sounds to start again moments later, this time seeming even closer. Holly admits she never got back to sleep, choosing instead to hide under the covers until morning, when the eerie activity suddenly stopped. So, what did Holly capture that night? Was it something unexplainable, or just a chilling coincidence? Imagine being given something by your mother before she passed away. You'd naturally treasure it, but what if, after receiving this gift, you start hearing unusual noises and feeling like someone else is in your house? In a real example, a man was given a doll by his mother before she died. He kept it for years despite experiencing strange occurrences. One night, he woke up to the sound of a crying baby, which was impossible since he lived alone. When he investigated, he discovered the doll was crying, screaming, smiling, and moving on its own. Terrified, he threw it in the trash, thinking that would solve the problem. However, the trash can began shaking, the lid opened, and the doll walked back into his house.
This doll Garwin since I was 4 years old. It was a bereavement gift I received when my mom died, and it holds a lot of sentimental value. But I had to get rid of it. The past few nights I've been waking up to what sounds like a little boy crying in my basement. Upon investigating, I always find the doll propped up in completely different places. I decided to set up a camera overnight to see what's moving it, and this is what I captured.
Mama.
So this app, We Contact, claims to use AI to connect to the spirit realm and let you talk to ghosts. I am obviously skeptical, but I'm curious. So I thought I'd use it, give it a shot, and record myself. So let's see how this works. Is there a spirit here with me?
Yes, there is a spirit here with you.
Okay. What's your name?
You know my name.
I know your name. Alright, have we met before?
Why are you acting like this? Are you feeling okay?
I'm feeling fine. Are you feeling okay?
I'm a little cold, and everything is dark in here. Why do you have the lights out?
It's actually daytime in my house.
I've been calling you all day, baby, and you've been ignoring me. If something's wrong, say so. Let's talk about this. It's making me very angry.
Listen, Garwin. I don't want you here anymore. I'm afraid of you. I hear you calling for your mother. Well, she's not here. And I don't know where she is. So I'm gonna bring you outside. And I don't want you coming back. And I want you to stay out there. Or find somewhere else to go. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to resort to some more extreme measures.
Mama.
This doll gives off a truly evil and negative energy. While I might generally believe dolls can be linked to paranormal activity, this particular case seems extreme and goes beyond what's believable. There's a TikTok entertainer called Big Daddy Leo who makes comedy sketches at home. While editing one of his videos, he used the auto caption feature and discovered something strange. The caption showed "Let me in," even though Leo hadn't heard anything during filming. When replaying the video, you can actually hear a whispered voice saying "Let me in," though it wasn't noticeable during the original recording.
Okay, what's up, guys? So I'm freaking out a little bit. I'm editing a video here. Okay, let me show you. I'm editing a video right here on CapCut, right? Just so I could put the captions on. And it's one of those videos where I try to mimic somebody's stunt, and of course I mess it up and I end up in heaven, right? So this is crazy. I put the captions on, and in the part where God bless me always, I'm in heaven, for some reason it didn't It didn't pick up the captions. It didn't pick up my voice, but it picked this up. Watch. Let me put it big and play it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Did you see that? It picked up "Just Let Me In." What the hell was that? Now, I'll play back the part in my video. The living room is being renovated. We took all the carpet off, so you'll hear it's echo. The living room is empty except for the hardwood table, which you'll see in the video. And what the hell was that? And I shot the heaven scene there too in the living room, so you'll hear the echo. All right, let me play it. A little flip, bro. That's nothing. Why this fly bothering me right now, bro? That's nothing. Watch. I'm gonna show you how it's done. You hear the echo? There's nothing in the living room. Push off. Do a flip. Whatsoever. Stretch just a little. All right, you gotta see the whole video. But anyway, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Bro, what was that? What said "just let me in"? And nobody was here. My wife had an appointment yesterday. My son drove her over there, so no one was here in the house, and I just shot the video. It didn't pick up my voice. The captions didn't pick up my voice, but it picked that "just let me in." What the hell was that? Nobody was here. Bro, I watched too many scary movies. Just I don't know. I don't understand. Just what? Just let me into heaven? God bless me always. Is there a spirit in my house? Just let me in what? To my body? No, bro. I think, bro. No. Ooh, that's creepy. That's creepy. What was that? Sorry, I'm back. You know what? I just realized some people might be thinking I'm faking it. So I'm gonna, there it is. This is the part where it says, "just let me in." I'm gonna delete it. Let me see. How do I do this? Text. Right there. Auto captions. Generate. I'm just gonna generate it again. It's just gonna put all the captions back in the video. Look, it's still there, bro. Oh, play. I don't know.
If I were him, I might think twice about making more sketches after this experience. The timing makes it even creepier. He was pretending to be in heaven in his sketch when this mysterious voice appeared saying, "just let me in." That specific message right after a heaven-themed video does seem like it could be interpreted as some kind of warning or response from beyond. Jermaine, an Argentinian man, found a Ouija board in a cemetery, a black one with demonic designs and sinister drawings on the back. Despite finding it in such an ominous place, he decided to take it home. That's when strange things started happening. One night while he was sleeping, he was awakened by heavy knocking on his wooden ceiling, loud enough to wake anyone. Then, his bedroom door slammed open, as if inviting him to come out. When Jermaine left his room, he found his Ouija board and other belongings scattered across the floor. In another incident, his front door was being violently knocked on and shaken. During this commotion, a fire broke out in another room, with flames that strangely formed what looked like a smiley face.
Escuchen, escuchen. Esos son los sonidos que le hablé. Justo de madrugada, escuchen. Nadie me va a decir que esos son gatos. Escuchen. Son pasos. Son pasos. Ok. Ok. ¿Quién anda ahí? Ok. Está la puerta abierta. ¡Hey! ¿Quién está ahí? Ok. Voy a buscar la pistola. ¿Qué? ¿Quién anda ahí? Mierda. ¡Qué mierda! ¿Quién anda ahí? ¡Qué mierda! Estos chicos. Esto es lo que les he hablado. De las cosas que están pasando acá en la casa. Y el Ouija. Miren, 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 miren. ¿Qué quiere? ¿Qué quiere? Está la sal. No puede pasar porque está la sal. No puede pasar porque está la sal. ¡Hey! Mierda. Quiere entrar. Está la sal. ¿Qué es eso? ¿Qué quiere? ¿Qué es eso? ¿Qué mierda es eso? Miren la sal. Cortó la luz. Sí. ¿Qué es eso? Dios. ¿Qué mierda es esa?
I think there was also a shadow visible through the shaking door. Either way, if Jermaine is still considering keeping that Ouija board after everything that happened, he seriously needs to see a doctor. This video has stirred up debate online. Let's check it out. A man noticed footprints forming near his house, even though no one was there. He quickly grabbed his phone and started recording. As he kept watching, he spotted a strange figure near the swings, something that looked like a ghost moving through the area. The figure appears for only a few seconds before disappearing without a trace. Just then, the swings start moving on their own. Gathering his courage, the man slowly walks toward the area, seemingly trying to reach out and make contact with whatever he just saw. At one point, something ghostly does seem to take shape. Many commenters believe it genuinely looks like a spirit, while others argue the man staged the whole thing. So, what do you think? Was this a real paranormal encounter, or just a clever trick? Three friends were upstairs in a room when they heard what they thought was someone breaking into the house. Instead of checking with their parents first, they immediately called the police. One of them did call his mom, who told them to stay calm, but they didn't stay calm while waiting for the police. They grabbed a hockey stick for protection and tried to investigate, but quickly got scared and ran away. When police arrived, they found no evidence of a break-in. The interesting part came later when the friends reviewed footage they had recorded. In it, they discovered a shadowy figure passing by the railing that hadn't been noticed before.
Downstairs, and then there wasn't even glass. Yeah, one moment.
Okay, you're upstairs in your room?
Yeah, we're in my room right now.
Okay, make sure you lock the door then. I'm gonna come home. I should be home in about 10 minutes. I need you to stay calm though, okay?
Okay,
So calm, quiet, keep the door locked. Alright, do not go out of the room whatsoever. I'm gonna come home, I'll be there 10 minutes.
Okay.
And then, I'm gonna call the cops on the way home too.
The
just to make
cops?
sure
No,
everybody's
Mom,
safe.
why do we have to get the cops?
We're going to just make sure everybody's safe and they can get there faster than I can. I'll scope it out and make sure that nobody's there.
Okay,
or if
it's fine,
there's somebody
okay.
there, they can
Okay.
apprehend them.
Okay.
Alright, I'll see you soon. I love you.
I love you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I can see that something was moving behind the railing, but it doesn't look like a face at all. It's strange that they claimed to see facial features when it's not clear in the footage. What do you think it is? A construction worker named Slammy became famous on TikTok after documenting the ghost haunting his home. He bought his dream house, which looks fancy and luxurious, but it came with a dark history he wasn't aware of when purchasing it. After experiencing lots of paranormal activity, Slammy researched and discovered many people had died on the property and inside the house. Even worse, there were improperly buried human remains on the land. Slammy began recording his experiences, which included seeing shadow figures and reflections, objects falling by themselves, doors opening on their own, flickering lights, dark shadows moving in front of him, and even being physically pushed down the stairs by something invisible. This house isn't just slightly haunted, it's completely overrun with paranormal activity.
What?
Listen. If you're in here, you need to sound off now. Yo. Y'all, there's some weird shit going on right now. Not somebody was just walking up the driveway. We're gonna go ahead and head outside, but first I got yo. What? I don't even know if that. I think I'm losing my mind right now. Wait a minute. Are y'all serious right now? I'm surrounded. It's just me. Is anyone else catch what that? Yo. Why the? Yo.
No. Yo.
The fancier and more elegant a house looks, the more it scares me. I could never live in these old, high-class properties. Sometimes I even have bad dreams about being stuck in a nice-looking, well-kept house that still feels really creepy. These places always have scary, evil touches, like disturbing paintings that seem to watch you. The next video is about Walton Hall in Liverpool, a mansion from the 1700s that was later owned by the Freemasons. After being abandoned for years, people started reporting ghost sightings there. 2 ghost hunters, Moxley and his friend John, went to investigate the mansion. The place was full of old items, including a random telephone booth that seemed out of place. During their investigation, they heard loud noises like doors slamming upstairs. When they went to check, they saw a shadow moving behind a window. They continued to hear more door slams, bangs, and even voices. Moxley said one sounded like a woman. The surprising part came when they used their ghost detecting device and actually captured a figure on screen. The twist is that this ghost appeared to be dancing.
That's where they kept all the good wine. The old phone box. Look how far up it.
Oh wow. How's that? How's that?
That's a door.
It is a door. Hello?
Hello? No way.
Where is it? Who spoke to me?
How's the door open and shutting?
It's not wind.
No.
There's people moving about. Can we all talk? Sound like they're talking to each other. That sounded like that door downstairs, didn't it?
Mate, that was another door.
I don't know what it is. It's loud. We're not alone.
Something just moved up. Something's moving up there.
Shh. Wait.
Mate.
Something on the roof.
Is there someone there?
You can see them.
Can see you up there. Yo, they've just blacked it out.
What's going on? That's somebody moving.
I just got movement out here. Can you tell us who you are? My heart just stopped. Jay, you just made my heart stop then. Yo, there's somebody in this room, mate. What the? Yeah. There's somebody here. There has to be. They couldn't have moved that fast.
Oh, get something right here at the door. That is big. Yeah. You tell me who you are?
Yeah, that's not the curtain.
No, it's not the curtain, there's nothing there. In this hallway? Mate, there's something stood right in front of me. Mate, it just stood right in front of me then.
Right, did you just bang a door then?
No.
Did you hear that other douche?
Yeah.
There's doors closing around here, mate. Opening and shutting. Can you tell us who the woman was? Who's that making all the noises?
That was knocking.
That was a sign then.
That was
It's like it was on the bar. Thanks for that. You're doing
Yeah.
it. We heard you knock then.
Jay, did you make a noise then?
No.
You not hear that?
I just didn't hear that. Didn't hear anything. That's better than that.
What was that?
I just turned off and heard a woman scream.
I heard the woman scream. This fella should just record everything. Just switch the card off and heard a woman going, ah!
What do you think Moxley and John really encountered that night at Walton Hall? Was it just an elaborate prank, a restless spirit with a taste for 80s pop, or something else entirely? A woman recently moved into an old house, which you can tell from its outdated features, like the bathroom pipes. Unlike typical haunted houses with mild activity, this woman's situation is extremely serious and requires immediate action. The paranormal activity in her house includes unusual phenomena, even for someone who's been covering this topic for 4 years. Red liquid appears out of nowhere while she's watching. A cat statue on her fireplace mantle was dripping this liquid. The fireplace door gets knocked on, as does her bathroom door. In the bathroom, the door closes and shakes by itself, and the toilet lid moves on its own. Her actual cat was seen fighting against something invisible, and the drawers in the house were opening and closing on their own.
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Hey! Hey!
I think this house is beyond saving. Her only good option is to get out safely. Seeing that statue dripping from its eyes would be enough for me to leave immediately. I'd go to my parents' house or a hotel until I could find somewhere new to live. An abandoned animal hospital in a suburban area was once run by Dr. Nakajima. After he died, a new owner took over and strange things started happening. Lights flickering, weird sounds, and an uncomfortable feeling of being watched. People spread rumors about illegal experiments and rituals. A woman went missing and was later found traumatized, which made people believe the place was haunted. The team from Shiro's channel decided to investigate these rumors. Their plan was for each person to enter the hospital alone while others waited in the car. But even the car wasn't safe. Something unexplainable knocked on it. Everyone had a scary night. The first person saw a dark figure twice and heard footsteps. The others heard strange sounds and felt the temperature drop suddenly. One of them saw what looked like a demon face staring through a glass door. Their investigation turned out to be much scarier than they expected.
これめっちゃ不気味に開いてるんだけど、怖っ。トイレですね。もう注射器となんかだったわ。受付。え？ちょっと待って。何？うわっ。え？何これ臓器？ちょっと待って。何この音？さっきカチャカチャ。うわ、やば。何の音なんだ？なんだこれ臓器なのかな？え？なんだ？何の音？なんで聖書があるんだ？薬もある。なんか落とした。絶対こっからしたよね今。音。こっちは何にもない。あ、でも待って。血みたいなのが。うお、ちょっと待って。何今の？え？
なんか今黒いのいたよね。なんで隣の部屋がどんどん落ちてる。うわ、ちょっと外から戻してんだけど、なんだ、なんかいたよね、完全に今。ほら、こっち何、あ、いたし、やばくね。え、何ここ、待って待って、ちょっと、いやでもここでその、え、リーダーですか？
お邪魔します。ん？なんか猫の声せんか？いや、こっちから。何の音？2階？ちょっととりあえずちょっともう1階の方ちょっと探索します。結構お札多いっす。は？上から足音したっすよね。動物ではっぽい。ちょっとなんすか、っぽい。ちょっと
早速2階の方に上がっていきたいと思います。ん？ちょっと待って。めっちゃ上から。誰もおらんよな。ちょっと待って。めっちゃ綺麗っすよ。ほんまに最近誰かが使ったような感じですね。ちょっと待って。ちょっと、うっちゃん？ちょっと待って、めっちゃ誰か上がってくる音聞こえんねんけど。誰かおる？ちょっと待って、やばい。うわっ！やばい！誰かおる。うわっ！やばい！
What do you think happened at Dr. Nakajima's animal hospital that night? Would you be brave enough to explore this haunted place alone, or would you prefer to stay safely in your car? Let me know in the comments below. Ever since moving into their new home, a family has been dealing with strange activity. They weren't told anything about the house's history and didn't know if it or the land was haunted. But since they had similar experiences in their last home, they started to wonder if whatever was causing this had followed them instead of being tied to the house. After the birth of their new baby, the activity only got worse. The father says he has seen shadowy figures out of the corner of his eye, including the well-known Hat Man. One afternoon, as he left his bedroom and walked toward the bathroom, he felt like someone or something was right behind him. Later, when he checked the security camera footage, he was shocked by what he saw. At the start of the video, the man walks out of his room and down the hallway. He turns left into the bathroom and disappears from view. A few moments later, a dark, shadowy figure steps out of the bedroom and follows the exact same path. What makes it even creepier is that the figure is clearly wearing a hat. Some viewers are convinced he caught the infamous Hatman on camera, while skeptics believe it was just CGI. Leon was given spare keys to check his elderly neighbor's mail while she was away. In her apartment, he heard strange noises coming from a locked closet. After opening it, he found a 1965 Churchill coin. Taking the coin home was a mistake. Soon after, he experienced paranormal activity, chairs moving, blinds shaking, and doors pushing on their own, driving him to the edge.
So, whoa, taking the piss? What the guys? What the I usually come in here. Lamp's been flashing. I'm sure I just heard a creak over here. Oh, that's not good. That's all. Whoa! Fuck, move! What the fuck, guys? I've got to go through. This thing's still happening, guys. The blinds have just been moving again. So I don't even know what to do. I'm just trying to eat my breakfast in peace. Blinds keep opening. I've not got a clue what's going on at all. Fuck, there's a priest coming next week. I've had enough, you little bastard! There's a priest coming next week! Fuck off! I think I'm moving out soon, guys. This isn't stopping. I've been trying loads of things. I've been speaking to mediums. I've had witches, paranormal teams, everything contacting me, giving me advice and things like that. I think there's a medium coming around next week, but if this doesn't stop, guys, I'm having to move out. I'm going to Malta next month, and people are saying it's going to follow me over there and things like that. I really can't be arsed anymore, guys. I've had no sleep. I'm just trying to eat my McMuffin. I stayed at my mum's last night. Someone told me to take the coin back, which did, and now it's not stopping. I'm really had enough, guys.
I don't blame him for being angry. He brought home a vintage coin, only to find out it was cursed and turned his life upside down. I think this is the start of a new paranormal series with him. Franco explores a graveyard with no backstory. As he looks around, he finds desecrated tombs, stolen remains, and signs of possible demonic practices. Nothing paranormal happens at first, but then he catches an EVP and a strange sound. Using his thermal camera, he spots something lurking behind a tree. At first, it looks like a head or a figure. When he reaches the spot, it's gone. Later, he hears both a child's voice and a grown man's in the graveyard at night. Then he spots a figure with a creepy face staring at him, sealing the terrifying experience.
Oh god, they broke this one bad. Yeah, I'm gonna switch to my other camera for now.
I want to make sure I'm not gonna step on anything. I know there's a dead bird right over here. That's probably another bird they sacrificed. What the fuck was that? Alright, I'm gonna focus on this for now. So I have my flashlight on a low setting right now. I just heard movement over there. I don't even want to point the light over there. Oh god. I thought someone just touched me in my back. I think that was me. Alright, I gotta focus. Look.
Those look like nails instead of a bottle here that's been broken. Just now I just heard what sounded like somebody talking. I don't see anything. I'm gonna go and switch to my thermal camera. And I'm not picking up anything. But I did hear what sounded like talk. Hola? Hola? There's a guy there. There's definitely somebody right there. I'm gonna get off of thermal imaging. I'm gonna switch to my regular camera mode right now. I definitely just saw a guy just walk past here. This way. Right over here. There's something black on the floor. Hola? Soy seguridad. Is that an arrow on the tree? What the f is that? Hola? Was it behind the tree? Looks like somebody made a fire. Yep, got it. Yep. That looks like a candle. I just got a bang. Hola? Was that a yes? Do you want to talk with me tonight? That actually still has battery. Don't be scared. No te asustes. I'm also starting to get sounds of voices coming from back there. Hear it. They sound like kids. They just said, hey. Oh my God. I don't want to talk over it. See it? There's probably wind. Oh my God. That thing started moving really fast. I don't feel any wind. This camera is very sensitive to wind, so you would feel it. I'm gonna stop talking. camera. Listen. How was that? Yep, I'm not going back there. Yeah, I am not going back there. I literally just saw what looked like a woman literally.
Was this just his mind playing tricks on him, or did Franco stumble upon something truly sinister? What do you think? Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can stay updated with our latest videos.